But it's a great day for Madonna. Today, Madonna announced she's signing a new 10-year record deal. That means she'll be making records until she's nearly 60. Can you imagine? Madonna at 60. Instead of singing Express Yourself, she'll be singing I Wet Myself. You know who's got a big birthday today? Angela Lansbury. 82 today. Happy birthday, Ange. I call her Ange. Yes, no, happy birthday, Angela. Indeed. You know, she looks fantastic for her age, Angela Lansbury. Do we have a picture of Angela Lansbury? There she is. I think there's been a murder! She's always been the cute beetle to me, Angela Lansbury. Here's a story. Now, I couldn't believe this is true. This is what I'm going to talk about. There's a fair going on in Vienna. No, I know that happens every week, I hear you say in Austrian. That's true. But this fair is a divorce fair. Look at this. Look at the headline. Well, world's ever divorce fair. I know. This is the first time the words fair and divorce have been used together in the same sentence. Apparently this thing's a 2-day extravaganza with lawyers and mediators and private detectives, fun-filled rides. Signs outside the rides. You must be this bitter to go on the ride. How would the rides would be at a divorce fair? Half of the Haunted Mansion. I Need Some Space Mountain. Mr. Toad's Wild Ride with his secretary. That would be brilliant. But the divorce rate is quite cheap to get in. Adults pay $10, adulterers are get in for nothing, actually. You're fine. I've been through 2 divorces. I've been divorced twice. So I've lost half my stuff twice. I technically now have nothing. But I'd be tempted to go to this divorce fair because it's in Vienna, in Austria, which is a great city. I've been there. It's the capital of Austria. If you don't know where Austria is, we got a map there of Austria. There you are. Never Land, Narnia, you know. Space World. It's in there somewhere. One of those, you know, one of those, Oompa Loompa countries. One of them, you know. It's very beautiful, though. Some people have confused Austria with Australia. Now, they're not the same. Now, who would be stupid enough to confuse Austria with Australia? Do we have a headline? Yep. Anyway, Australia and Austria are very different. Australia is an island filled with deadly creatures, snakes, poisonous spiders, Russell Crowe, all the dangerous things. Austria, even more dangerous. There was a very dangerous creature from Austria. Little moustache, yeah, there, yeah. Hitler, yes, he was from Austria. Bastard. That's right, I called Hitler a bastard. Someone had to do it. Take that, topical and controversial comedy. I said it. I can't believe he called Hitler a bastard. Yes, I said it. Yes, I did. Don't you... I can't believe he's just saying what we're thinking. That's right, I'm saying it. Of course, not everyone from Austria is a deadly killing machine. Arnold Schwarzenegger's from Austria. He only played a deadly killing machine in the movies. In regular life, he's just a plain old groping machine. He's not a... I'll be back. I'll be back to grab your ass. You know what movie's set in Austria? The Sound of Music. How do you solve a problem like Marie? Oh, I think there's been a murder. I didn't know Angela Lansbury was in The Sound of Music. The first movie I ever saw was The Sound of Music. The first movie I ever saw in a movie theatre, Sound of Music. I was about 5 years old. And the movie's set in Austria during World War II. It scared the crap out of me. Gave me all those black uniforms, the shouting orders, the marching up and down. To this day, I am still terrified of nuns. I can't look at them. My favourite Austrian, though, without question, Sigmund Freud. Sigmund Freud was the father of psychoanalysis. He was responsible for the Freudian slip, which, you know, is pure penis. I mean, no, the Freudian slip, really, it's a stroke of genitals. Genius! It's a stroke of genius, is what I'm saying. Freud started a club. He had a club in Vienna called the Wednesday Society. They met once a week. I don't know what day it was, but there was a Wednesday Society. And basically, it was a bunch of people who would sit around talking rubbish and snorting cocaine. They did, yes. Cocaine was legal then. It was perfectly acceptable. More cocaine? Yes, thank you. I think I will. They would sit around. I think there's been a murder. Oh, shut up. Yeah, people would sit around talking rubbish, snorting cocaine. It was exactly like a club today. But, you know, without the... What age are you, Lindsay? 21. Come on in. What age are you, Dakota? 5. Come on in. Anyway, I admire Sigmund Freud. Sigmund Freud said civilization began the first time an angry person cast a word instead of a rock. It's a very clever thing to say. But then Sigmund Freud also said, "Mans, this cocaine is slamming." No, he loved cocaine, Sigmund Freud. He was the Kate Moss of his day. But not as hairy. Not as hairy as the... No, this is true. Do you know this? Anorexics, when they get very skinny, they don't eat, they get hairy. Because their bodies, what happens is their bodies lose all the body fat and their body panics and starts growing hair to keep warm. It's true, that's a medical fact. It's true, isn't that freaky? That's like, oh, yeah, feeling a bit hungry now, aren't you? Yeah, order some pizza. Imagine, isn't that awful? That's what happens with anorexia. Your body loses all the fat, your body panics, it tries to keep its temper, grows hair. So when you see a slim chimp, it might just be an actress. It might just be an actress. Completely forgot what I'm talking about. Austria! Austria! I've been to Austria. I was filming a promotional film for British Airways. British Airways, yeah, it was a high point in my career. I was doing this... Well, actually, you know, I was doing this... British Airways were trying to convince tourists that Vienna was a great, you know, Christmas getaway. So I did this, you know, little film in Austria where I sat in a carriage and I smoked a pipe, wore a cardigan, pretended to be Bing Crosby. I did. Well, I'm Bing Crosby. Excuse me, everybody, I gotta go and beat my kids. That's right, I said it. Take that, ancient story. But you know the craziest thing I saw in Vienna, though, was the Lipizzaner horses, the stallions. The horses that do that. These are huge, and perhaps not as gay as that, but they do it. These horses, they do these. It's fantastic. It's like river dance for horses. They're like... They're fantastic, these big, majestic beasts all dressed up and trotted around for the ladies' amusement. Big beast, dressed up for the ladies' amusement. Remind you of anyone?